What's going on? Big A coming at you with another video. And this morning, as I woke up, I decided to watch Cowboy Bebop, which is the long-awaited live adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, the anime, which is a great anime. Shinichiro Watanabe, showrunner or whatever, and great voice cast, great English voice cast, including Steve Blum as well. And yeah, this is the next Netflix version, and yeah, it's had a few trailers out there. There's been a lot of build up. I was hesitant. I was worried. Like I didn't know as to whether it was going to be any good or not. And yeah, when I watched it this morning, it was it's kind of what I expected, which means that it's an adaptation, but it's trying to have the heart of the show, but it also doesn't successfully have the heart of the show. Like it is a little bit on the corny side. Some of the dialogue is very clunky. Some of like the set design and whatnot doesn't really flow with me. It doesn't feel like the same world. It was a lived-in world in the anime, whereas this seems like they're going the speed racer route and are trying to make live action as cartoony as possible, which doesn't really make sense for me. This first episode was based on the first episode of the actual anime as well. The Red Eye one, where there's that drug called Red Eye, and that guy called Asimov is selling the drug. It's that episode, which is 20 minutes in animated form. In this one, they've elongated it to 50-minute runtime. For me, it just doesn't work. The anime feels like it has a lot more depth in that 20-minute runtime than we got in a whole 50 minutes of the live action show. So far, of the one episode I've seen, my thoughts are that I'm wanting them to do a lot more. I'm really want them to get into the swing of things, but right now I'm just at a place where it's like, yes, this is what I expected, which is that it's not that great to start off with. I did see the beginning of episode 2 as well, and they were doing the whole, big shot thing with like, the two cowboys, well, cowboy and cowgirl, talking about bounties and whatnot, and like who was next up on the list and that kind of thing. But and that seemed very accurate. But it's weird to see them do the same things that were done in the anime in live action, like shot for shot. Like everything looks how it does in the cartoon, which is cool. But also at the same time, I don't feel like this thing has the actual soul of Cowboy Bebop, or they're kind of reinventing the show. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm at the same point I was to begin with, which is that I'm not excited and I'm not unhappy. I'm just kind of like, this is kind of below average for me. Let me know as to what you think of the new Netflix Cowboy Bebop, whether you've seen any of the episodes. I am going to watch the whole thing eventually, but yeah, so far it's for me. It's not necessarily going to be an enjoyable experience. Do all the things as always, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one as well.